Hi and welcome to Warsaw Film School. Today I will be showing you guys around the school, and of course this year the open day is online, and as we all know that's because of the whole coronavirus situation going around. And what I'm hoping is that you guys are staying home, staying safe, but still staying creative. Being a student here at Warsaw Film School means that you will be learning what it takes to become a film director. But most importantly, what you really need to be is a great storyteller. And you should have that creative spark in you and that urge to tell your stories. Right now we're walking through the main entrance of the school, and soon you will be seeing the heart of the school and the place where you will be sitting down with your fellow students, chatting about your next film project, discussing your ideas, and just having a great time. Each year something amazing happens here at Warsaw Film School, and that is Script Fiesta, which is a week-long screenwriting huge workshop festival. And right here in the main hall you guys will be able to pitch your projects to top producers from Poland. The heart of the school is in center of Warsaw. What you have is great locations around the school. What's amazing is also that when you do your film projects, you really have amazing places to shoot your materials. You have the old town just around the corner, you have the city center, you have the Vistula River, you have Praga Północ, which is just a couple of minutes away. And Praga Północ is something like Brooklyn or Kreuzberg in Berlin. Right now we just stepped into one of the amazing studios. This is a room where you will be spending many hours together with your lecturers. They will be teaching you how to use a dolly and a dolly track, how to use the camera to tell your stories, how you should place the camera, what effects you need to make with the lights in order to get that interesting and amazing light setup for your project. I think we will be going now to the other room to check out also how it works with post-production. So applying to the course of cinematography and post-production, not only will you learn how to use the camera and visual language, which is needed for you to tell your stories, but also you will learn how to do post-production. So when you have a raw footage, what you really need to do is also process that footage, and that you do in, for example, color grading, in the editing, in the sound design studio. So what we're doing right now is walking up the stairs to the second floor of the school. And as you see, all around you have different labs, different classrooms, and this is where all the magic happens. Here we have the color grading suite, and this is a place where you will be sitting down and color grading your footage and really setting that mood and tone of your films, which can also be done by applying different effects and textures and colors into your image. Here at Warsaw Film School, what I thought was so amazing when I started to study here was the fact that you're learning from the best. You are learning from amazing filmmakers such as Krzysztof Zanussi, Marek Brodsky, which worked with, for example, such film directors as Steven Spielberg or Andrzej Wajda. And the school is not only founded by one of the amazing producers, screenwriters and directors Maciej Ślesicki, but also by one of Poland's most famous actors, which is Bogusław Linda. What's amazing here is that you really get to work with the different departments. So when you arrive as a new student, you will be getting to know students from the different departments. In this room, a lot of actors will learn how to do motion caption, how to use your body to get the movements needed in, for example, games. That's something that you will also be learning in game design, how to apply different effects to creating the games. We also have editing departments. So even if those students aren't international students, they are more than happy to be working on your projects. And that's something that we really work hard with. For you guys to integrate together with Polish students, for you to meet students from different departments, for you to build those connections with other filmmaking students from the different departments so that you really find and build your own teams. And these are the type of teams that you will be having for life. So a lot of the people that I met during my studies here at Warsaw Film School are really people that I still do most of my projects with. So film school is also the ground where you build those connections that will last a lifetime. This room is also an amazing place where a lot of students sit for many, many hours, and guess what they do? They put together that story. So this is one of the editing rooms, and this is where you edit together your story. You find that beat and you fit the story together. Your projects will be going to film festivals, and this is something that the school is very proud of. We have great success stories. What this school is, it's a practical school. So not only will you be having theory classes and really learning the skills, but what you have and what you will be having is a lot of practical courses, a lot of spending time on sets. Here, for example, we have one of the student films, Our Curse, which was an Oscar-nominated film. But not only was it Oscar-nominated, it was screened all over the world and shown at the top film festivals in the world. So what we really want for you guys already on your first year is to really start making amazing films, because we want you to make it in the business. So we push for you to also be promoted into the film festival circuit. So I think we can also go down to the sound studio, which is also another place where the magic happens. Here we also have another editing suite. So what we have is really many rooms. So you will always have that workspace to work on your projects. And the school is always open for students to sit and edit late at night and really have that time to work on your projects. So we will be going downstairs now. Because we have Polish students that study sound, you will always have someone to work with on your short film sets. And this is something that we really push at here at Warsaw Film School, that it's not just this theory and sitting in a classroom and listening to educators talking about theory, but you really get to practice the craft. And in here is where the magic happens. So This is a place where you will be doing post-production of your short films, and you will be taught about sound from composers or sound designers, top professionals from the world. And behind me you have a recording studio, so you can record some voiceovers or post-synchronization to help your dialogues and so on. And I wanted to show you guys something, because I saw when we stepped in that probably they have been recording some footsteps, and this is actually something that a lot of the times you will be doing in post-production and not actually on set. So here, as you can see, we have different floorings, and that of course will give you different textures. So by booming and miking up, you can record different footsteps. So listen to. And of course, depending on the type of flooring that you have, it gives you a different sound. So the smallest things have such a huge importance to the realness of your films. So this is a place where you have different sounds, different small things that you need in order to record. Maybe you can even use this. A jailhouse scene or a book. When someone is reading. So sound is so important in your films. So becoming an international student, what does it mean? It means that you get to live in the center of Europe, you get to study at a great school, and you get to meet a lot of people from around the world. We have students from different countries, and what's so amazing is that after they finish school, they keep in contact, they make projects, and they actually make it in the business. Let's walk outside, and I will show you guys something which is truly amazing, and that is our cinema. What you do as a filmmaker and as a student is you make films. Films that hopefully get into film festivals, which many of the student films here at Warsaw Film School do. Already on your first year, on your first end of year annual, you have a great chance of getting into big film festivals. And right there is the creative people nesting. So you will have people that will help you promote your work into the film festival circuit. What's amazing as a film student is not only being able to study and create great pieces of films, but you also get to go to film festivals. And that's really what you want. You want your films to reach that audience, so you get to understand also what the audience is like, what they dislike, what works, what doesn't work. But also being at a film festival with your film, meeting other filmmakers, going to master classes, all that is very much at reach when you study here at Warsaw Film School. So we have just entered our fabulous cinema, and I really love this place. This place is, I would say, the second heart of the school. The first one being the patio, where you meet your fellow students, where you plan your pre-production, and where you discuss your ideas, and where you have your classes, and where you really learn the craft. This is the place where all the screening happens. So when you have done your 2-minute exercises, your work will actually be screened here in this amazing cinema on the big screen. So that I would say is pretty amazing, that already on your first year you will get to meet the audience. This cinema also works as a regular cinema, which means that you will have opportunities as a student to come here after hours and watch some amazing independent cinema, some amazing films which have been screened in Cannes, at the Berlinale, in Toronto, which have won top prizes all over the world. And this cinema is an amazing place to study also filmmakers from all over the world. So why should you apply to Warsaw Film School? For me, it was easy. Once I checked out the website and I read about who teaches here and in which way they teach, but also talking to former students, I quickly learned that Warsaw Film School is the starting point of your filmmaking career. And this is something that the school really pushes for you to make it in the industry. Because everyone can be a filmmaker, but not everybody makes it in the business. But if you study here, they will make sure that your films will be watched, screened, and that you get everything you need in order to become a filmmaker. So I thank you guys so much for this quick tour here at Warsaw Film School. Please go online, chat with Marek Brodsky, chat with our students and ask all of your questions, and hopefully I will be seeing you guys here in the fall. Bye!